Well, hello again, bladesmiths and knife lovers and lovers of everything sharp and cutty and choppy. Hey, I just wanted to give you a quick update on something I've been working on. So I just, using a farrier's rasp, I designed this cool little skinning knife. You can see I put some antler on there. It turned out really nice. In fact, I'm going to use it on my next, well, hopefully it's not going to be a deer. Hopefully it's going to be an elk coming up in September. So we'll see. But anyways, if not, I'll use it on a deer and maybe try to do a little skinning of some beavers with it. So anyways, it turned out really good. I like it. It fits really comfortable in the hand. You know, it moves really nice, and it's going to be a good little skinning knife. Made this case for it. I got a question for you in a little bit about drilling the holes. I've been having trouble drilling holes, but we'll get to that in a second. So I've been working on my sheath design. So I originally started doing my sheath design like this. You know, they work good. They hold the blade in there and everything, but it doesn't really show off. You might have a beautiful knife and you don't end up getting to show it off a little bit. So I kind of adjusted my sheath design, which it's not original. I know other guys have done it. So I really like how this sheath turns out. You get to see the handle, see the blade. Now you don't get to see the pretty little copper and leather in there, but in this particular one. But this one turned out really good, and I was really impressed. First time I used snaps, simple to use, so no problem. Problem I'm having that I wanted to ask you about is drilling the hole. So I've been having trouble getting a hole. I have a drill press. It's set on the slowest speed, I think. I'm going to show you my drill press in a minute. Maybe, I definitely know it's set on the slowest pulley settings, but is there another setting that's an old one? So anytime I'm trying to drill, I've been using hole saws. I can't get a hole even like a 1/2 inch or 5/8 with a regular bit. I probably just, I destroyed my step bit, but I've had that one for probably about 15 years, so I'm not going to complain too much about it. And so I ended up, one of the issues, I ended up trying to do the bigger hole here for the finger. I could file this out, you know, and make this hole a little bigger. Actually, it's pretty good for both of my hands. But anyways, I like this design. I actually think this is a skinning knife with the sheath that I actually think is going to sell pretty well. I'm going to go ahead and make some more of these. And the cool thing is I use a big farrier's rasp that I picked up, and I had enough left over to where I was able to get a 6-inch hidden tang Bowie. You know, this one's in progress, obviously. It's not done yet. So I'm getting 2 cool blades, one skinning knife and one small Bowie out of one farrier's rasp. So that's pretty good. My problem is, like I said though, that I'd like you to get your input on is, what am I doing wrong trying to drill my holes? I'm using WD-40 to keep the hole saws cool and the bits. Is that a problem? That's how I learned. I was doing some exterior pipe for my 4-wheel drive, you know, exterior roll cage and stuff, and maybe that's a softer steel, so the WD-40 worked fine for it to keep it cool. So should I be getting some cutting oil? And is there another speed on my drill press that is slower, or a way to make it even slower than going to the final pulleys? Or is my drill press too small and too weak? So I'm not sure. So I'm going to stop the video and then I'm going to show you a close-up of the drill press and tell me what you think, if there's something I could be doing differently to get bigger holes through this high carbon steel. I'm totally annealing the metal. I'm putting it in my forge. I'm taking it up to orange, non-magnetic, letting it cool down naturally. Sometimes before I work my blades and start sanding and grinding on them, I'll heat them up a couple of times. I'll even take some rasp and throw it in the forge and leave it in the bottom of the forge, so they might get heated up several times. So I know I'm getting my steel soft, but anyways, okay, I'm going to show you my drill press, and then if you don't mind sticking around, give me your opinion on what you think. So here's my drill press. It's an old one, well, 82. It's not bad, Duracraft, and the RPMs on the is, you know, 700 when I have it set on the right pulleys, and I do. You know, there doesn't seem to be an issue with that. What does this thing do right here? Anybody know? Is that just for adjusting like the depth that you can drill and stuff? Or is there another way to slow this thing down a little bit? because according to the list, the high carbon steel, it'd be better to be at 250, 300 RPMs instead of the 500 or 700 RPMs. So I don't know, give me your opinion. Maybe it's just too weak of a drill press, and maybe I need to get one that I can go even slower speeds. So one, is there a way to slow this one down a little bit more? Am I missing something on it? Two, should I be using cutting oil instead of WD-40? Would that help that much? Or three, is this just too weak of a little, I think it's a half horse. It might be too weak, I don't know. Give me your opinions and let me know, or anything that you're doing that is helping you make a successful bigger hole. And because even in my sawmill blades, I can't get like a 5/8 hole, you know, using a good drill bit. I'll go buy a $15 or $18 or $20 bit, and I just can't get through it. So I'm not sure what I'm doing wrong. All right, let me know. Appreciate your input, guys, and thanks for watching.